Thanks for joining us for the Purdue University CME Group Ag Economy Barometer survey results. I'm Jim Mintert, Director of the Purdue Center for Commercial Agriculture, and I'm going to review the results from the August 2020 survey. The Ag Economy Barometer rose pretty sharply this month to a reading of 144. That's up from 118 a month earlier, and up all the way from 96 back in April. The rise in the barometer was driven by improvements in both the index of future expectations and the index of current conditions, but the biggest rise was really in the index of future expectations, which rose all the way to a reading of 154. The Farm Capital Investment Index rose a little bit compared to a month earlier. It was a reading of 65 this month. That's up from 60 last month, but up all the way from 38 back in April. That still leaves that Farm Capital Investment Index below where it was in February when it reached its all-time high reading of 72. Plans for farm machinery purchases by farmers improved somewhat compared to a month earlier. This month's reading indicated that the percentage of farmers that plan to reduce their purchases compared to a year earlier declined to 48%. That's down from 56% a month earlier and down all the way from 65% that plan to reduce their purchases of farm machinery back on the May survey. Farmers became more optimistic about farmland values. When we asked farmers about their expectations for farmland values 5 years from now, the percentage that said they expected to see farmland values rise over that time frame rose to 59%. That's up from 48% a month earlier and up all the way from 40% back in the spring. Each summer, we ask farmers whether or not they think farmers' equity position or wealth will improve, diminish, or stay about the same over the next 12 months. This month's survey indicated that 38% said they expected to see wealth diminish over the next year. That's more optimistic than this time last year when 48% of the respondents in our survey said they expected to see wealth decline over the upcoming 12 months. We've been asking farmers for some time now about their expectations for ag exports over the upcoming 5 years. This month, farmers became noticeably more optimistic about what's going to take place with ag exports, with 67% saying they expect to see ag exports rise over the next 5 years. That's up from 55% that felt that way a month ago, and actually takes us relatively close to where we were back when we reached our peak back in February at 72%. In light of the pandemic, a lot of field days and conferences have transitioned to a virtual event this summer. Just 19% of the producers in our August survey said they actually attended a virtual field day or conference this year, but 44% said they plan to attend one of those types of events either this fall or winter. That wraps up our survey results for the August Ag Economy Barometer. You can get more details in the full report at our website, purdue.edu/agbarometer. And you can also join us for our next Crop Outlook webinar coming up on Friday, September 11th. On behalf of the Purdue Center for Commercial Agriculture, I'm Jim Mintert. Thanks for joining us.